We're back for round two. Hold on, try and get. Okay, we're back. We're gonna do this again. After me making a film of myself last night. Come on. Have you seen any of my videos? Um. So this thing, we're gonna be doing this again. So we've let this thing charge overnight. Apparently you don't need it plugged into the USB, according to Keith. Kevin, sorry. Sorry, Kevin. My brother's called Keith.
Kevin, sorry.
Oh, well, I turn that down. So, yeah, so apparently you don't need this to be plugged in. Just needs to be charged. I don't know if it was charging. It says on it that when it's charging, it's white and red. That's low battery. So, white flashing light is battery charging. So it must have been charging. So maybe it wasn't working. I don't know. We're going to do it again. Okay? And this is not going to be a long video. This is revenge for last night. So I've got my Guinness glass. You can see. Official merchandise. Got a ridiculous oversized pint glass. Not really a pint. 558 mils. Someone out there check is what a pint is. I should have done this. Is a pint 558 or is it a pint 568? This is important. It's really cold as well, so it's been in the fridge all night, and then I've had it in the cold crashing fridge for the last hour while I was getting stuff ready for a brew day tomorrow. So this should be it, okay? This should be it. No excuses this time. No extension leads. Definitely no tiny USB cables. Did my head in. Oh, it did my head in last night. So it should be charged. So I'm still not sure whether I'm supposed to press the button and then it automatically works. But it doesn't really say. It just says to press the button. It doesn't say to hold it in, so that must be it. There is 2 rechargeable batteries in there, which is another thing I was wondering about last night. And yeah, it doesn't say anywhere that you're supposed to keep the USB cable in or you're supposed to take it off. Maybe it's just, you know, it's just knowledge that people should have. Okay, here we go. That's it. We're gonna crack it. It's open. Nice hiss as well too. That's good. So not what we didn't get the first time around. There's it there. That is going over the hole somewhere about there. And ooh, again. So the instructions are around the back this time. So it says push button once to activate. Hold the can horizontal. Hold the can horizontal, really. And fill glass 2/3 at a 45-degree angle. Okay. Haven't had anything to drink before I've started recording as well, which helps. The thing about streaming is you're reading stuff out and you have no idea what you're even reading. So it's just not going in. Your lips are flapping. Keep angle between glass and can while slowly tilting. So you're supposed to turn the can like that because you're an octopus, and then the thing goes. Yeah, okay. So the glass goes down, vertical, and then allow it to sit, and then finish it off. Okay. So this is it. This is it. Here we go. You've one more chance to redeem yourself, Guinness. This is your one chance. Press the button. Okay. The harp is lit, right? It's not making any noise, anything like that. So turn it horizontal. Alright, okay. So here we go. Oh, it's working! It's working! I think it's working, by God! It looks like it's working. Can you see that? My big hand in the way. You can actually hear. Okay, that's about 3/4, right? You can actually hear something going psht, psht from that. There's no suit. Look, it actually looks like a bloody pint of Guinness. Oh my goodness. Why didn't I just wait till tonight to make this video? This is good. This is good. You know what it is? It's the glass. It's the glass. It's the unofficial Guinness glass that's not really from Guinness. That's why it's good. Plus it's got the little wedges at the bottom, so it could have something to do with it. This is good. This is good. Okay. Now you've got to wait. So how long is it you're supposed to wait? A minute? Is anyone counting? Actually looks like a pint of Guinness. So we could be onto something here. I think maybe it just wasn't charged properly last night. I think are we agreed that that's what happened? A drum of clover as well too. On the top this time. See what it's like. Yep. Looking good. Okay, I'm gagging for a drink. It's like 9:15. I just want the drink. I want a beer. Okay. Okay, not really. It's not really working. The whole clover thing. Ooh. It's just the glasses are just not big enough. I'm gonna have to get a wheat beer glass, I think, for the next time. Look at that though. That actually looks decent. That actually looks decent. Head starting to form. Christ almighty. It's full right to the top. This is quite exciting. This is now quite exciting. After the shambles of last night. What's it going to taste like? So last night it smelt like rhubarb and tasted like plastic from memory. Sometimes, you know what I do? I just basically say the first thing comes into my head, and if it's rhubarb, then that's what's coming out. So that's a lesson for anyone doing beer reviews. Say whatever comes into your head. It doesn't matter. It might actually smell like rhubarb. You will never know because you're not here. But I can guarantee you 100% that it absolutely does, honest. Smell like rhubarb. With a hint of plastic. And heavy metal. So there's a fly in there. I've actually got the door open because it's that warm in here. During the day the heat just builds and builds. Nice and cool in the morning time, and then just builds and builds and builds, and just unbearable at night time. Okay, we're going in for this. That looks like it's finished. It actually looks it looks black on camera, but it looks kind of more like a dark red kind of colour, I think. Or maybe it's just me. It looks good. It looks good. Okay. Okay. Smells pretty good. Looks the part. It does look the part, doesn't it? Actually works. It seems to have worked so far anyway. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Hello Stewie, by the way. Okay. Smells good. Smells like a pint of Guinness. Does not smell like rhubarb. Smells like proper Guinness. Could it be? Could this honestly taste like a pint of Guinness from the pub? It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not. It's definitely better than the draft out of the cans. That's for sure. It does have that real creamy type of nitro taste, which is kind of the whole point. The body is like, it's light as Guinness is, but because of the creaminess, it feels bigger, and it is. Lots of sexy lacing down the glass, and the taste on the back end. There's that kind of burnt, kind of flavour, what you get from Guinness. When you're taking it in, it has this kind of fruity note to it, which I've got when I've used like sometimes with black malt or really dark malt like that. The man from Del Monte says yes. That is decent. So I'd like to take this opportunity now to apologise to everyone at Guinness for absolutely slating it last night. I maybe had a little bit to drink. I hadn't charged the thing properly. The beer was too warm, and I was under pressure. Put myself under pressure. Um, it does go down way too easy, yes. Which is the beauty about Guinness, because it's only 4.2%, and you get through like 10 of them. So, yes, it's good. £20 for that thing, which needs to be charged clearly before you use it. It's my top tip, top consumer tip. The only thing then is that apparently you can only use these cans, which are the £2 cans, which are the big ones. Not really sure why or how it works, but I suppose that's just the way it is. I mean, it's like printer ink, isn't it, these days? You buy a printer, you're not really buying the printer, you're buying the ink. That's how they make their money. And God knows they'll do everything they can to stop you from using ink from someone else. The printer will just stop working unless you buy their ink. And then they come in these tiny little capsules, and you get like 10 pages out of it, and then suddenly you need more ink. No, let's be positive. I'm impressed. Before I go though, what I want to do is to try and use that on the cold brew muck, which is the other one we bought from last night. Stuart, I think you have tried this. It's rubbish. Which is the cold brew coffee beer. Now maybe I thought that beer was rubbish last night, so maybe this might be better. But I just want to try this thing on the top of this. Now I don't know that it's going to work. I don't know how it knows. I mean, there's not like there's any kind of sensor there, I don't think. So how does it know that that is from that can? Because it seems to fit on that can fairly well. Maybe a bit more give, but when we open that we'll soon find out. Okay, so top marks. Well done, Guinness. I apologise again. This is why companies are lining up to throw products at me to review. Please don't. Not interested. I have more fun slagging it off than I do actually reviewing it properly. Come on. Okay, now this one does actually have a widget in it. So maybe that was just during lockdown they stopped doing the whole widget things. Oh, you hear that? Look, it's going out already. It's coming out already. So what happens whenever I press the button? It's on. Who knows? You can hear it making that noise. So it's doing something. It's definitely doing something. I mean, you can hear it. So maybe this. I mean, to me, those two cans are exactly the same. They're stackable as well too, which suggests that they are the same size, same diameter at the top, and it's doing that. Now, obviously, there's a widget already in that, but that looks pretty good. So, just gonna taste this, see if it's as bad as it was last night, because it really was terrible, and then I'm out of here, and we can all carry on our Saturday night. But I just had to do a video, because obviously that wasn't right last night. What happened, and I wanted to charge it up and try and do it properly. Even though it was fun last night, let's be honest. I had a good laugh about that afterwards. I mean, this thing smells good. I'll say this. The cold brew coffee beer, it smells really good. It smells like proper coffee. It just tastes wrong though. It just doesn't taste right. It does smell pretty good. It smells really coffee, but there's a real kind of sweet note to it. And I think that's maybe what it is. It's supposed to be like caramel or something in it, and you can definitely get it on the aroma, but when you taste it, the caramel kind of tastes almost artificial or something. It's flavorful notes of coffee, chocolate, caramel make for a delicious yet refreshingly sweet taste sensation. No less, it's a taste sensation. Thank you, Guinness. Okay. So let us do this. Is that... The harp isn't flashing anymore. It's not lit up. What does that mean? I don't know. So this is a smaller can. This is only a 440 can. So, kind of obviously poured too much in first time. Okay, I'm impressed. I'm impressed, I have to say. So what's this one going to taste like? So that... Oh, jeez. Near slipped out of my hand. That's these old official kind of Guinness glasses. They're a bit tricky to get your hand around. That's what it looks like. Dark. Big mad Guinness head on it. Look at that. Jesus. It smells great. We've already gone through it. It smells fantastic. What does it taste like? 1, 2, 3. It definitely has that kind of thick Guinness thing with the kind of nitro. The taste it definitely tastes better than it did last night, but it's something not quite right with it. It's something in there that tastes artificial and that it shouldn't be there. It's got quite a bitter aftertaste as well, which is not necessarily uncommon, I suppose, for Guinness, because you got that kind of burnt taste. But yeah, I'm kind of... You weren't a massive fan of the cold brew coffee. No, I can see why. I think the taste is definitely better though with this thing. If you can get your hands on one of those. I mean, I would imagine they would do them. They do them in the UK. I know this is the UK, but I mean, on the other side of the water. It's definitely better than it was last night, because it was just horrible last night. Maybe helped by the thing, which it does. I mean, it's hard to know whether it was that or whether it was a widget in the glass that did that, but it's definitely better. Maybe when it's cold, it tastes better because you're not tasting it as it actually is. You know, when you have something really chilled, you don't actually get the proper flavour that you would of, say, a bitter or something like that. Maybe that's the secret. Have everything ice cold. I mean, now that I say that, I can now. That's probably what they were going for, you know, like an iced coffee. type of thing. That is exactly what they were going with this beer, you know. Now that I think about it, and the taste, because it is that kind of cold coffee taste. Yeah. It's just something not quite right about it though. Anyway, that's it. I'm going inside. Have a very good Saturday night. I am out of here. Um, Again, I can only apologise to the massive Diageo Guinness Corporation for slagging off their product. It's not as shit as I thought it was. What can I tell you? So on that bombshell, I'm gonna go. So bye. See you later. Have a good Saturday night. I'm going to get drunk again.